Okay, so this is your first swing. We put a driver and a hybrid down first. So here's your driver swing. The other thing we talked about as far as your ball position, that's a little bit to the middle with this driver, so we need to move it up an inch. So you start there and move that up. This fits your old swing, but in the video I'll send you a ball position. We need to move that driver up to get it on a natural upward swing, to get the ball to be launched up higher and a lot more carry, you get the ball to go further. So the ball position up. Here's your backswing. And we're doing a drill over here. You can see basically we're doing the same backswing. And your first move down is what is you have this potential for speed because you're getting in this power position. Here's what changed in your swing. Your natural instinct at this point is to take your shoulders and try to get power all the way to the finish. That's your power move, meaning you'll see your shoulders twist away from the ball. That twisting is dragging that club, and then you can't really get the club to speed up. So now you're not really speeding that golf club. So we're trying to get out of the twist through the ball. What we are doing is when you pictured hitting the bag, so right there, that bag in your mind's eye is right here, and you're going to hit the bag. This is you trying to twist to the finish or get power. Golfers don't know where there's a force becomes the slingshot to the speed. So there's a force of energy. Your force is going too long, and then we're dragging the club behind us too late. So we don't get that club head speed. And when you see the bag down there, what you're seeing is power to the bag. See how your shoulder doesn't open up? And that keeps you down through that shot. And now watch you impact, you'll see twisting, and here you'll see releasing. So the club now speeds up. So that power releasing the club is speeding the club up, and you see that your shoulders, this look here, looks different than this look. See, well, you're twisting away. That kept you down through the shot longer. So really just hit the bag right there as a force, and then release that club. Release everything. Arms here, and then we let everything just fly. Here you're twisting and dragging. So that's the big difference here. So that's what you want to kind of feel in your swing. Let's see if we brought... So we throw up some tour players here. Okay, so this is let's back it up. Let's see what do we have here. All right, so Ludwig, we're going to go over here. So we're going to come down here, basically the hitting position. You see everything is you still got the shoulders loaded up. Watch as he drives that energy to the ball. See how his front shoulder doesn't go to the finish. It's driving the energy down, and that's what you want to feel like. You're going down to hit the bag as a force of energy. That's your compression. And right here, then that's the slingshot effect. So there's a force and the slingshot effect, let it go. There's your force, and then the slingshot letting it go. And that's what you're working on. When do you feel that force turn into the slingshot through? Now, Jon Rahm looks completely different if just from the watching in a normal time, but if we go through impact, the same thing's happening here. He's creating a force of energy to there, and then it comes a slingshot through. Force, then let it slingshot through. And that's how we want to keep seeing your swing. The last thing we talked about is your chipping. Let's go and see what happens here. So you chip with you got your right hand underneath because you're getting ready to scoop that. So you have a scooping with no legs. You're just scooping that wrist. We see the scooping as inflection, right? So that's that flexion we get through the shot, which we don't want. And if we go back to Jon Rahm, since we have him here, you think he's hitting an iron? Yep. So small version, we can just see we wanted impact, whether it's a full swing or not. We need flexion and extension. Extension means wrist bent, and flexion bowed out. And impact, you're the opposite. You're in the flexion part here, so you can see your angles are backwards than his. That's not compressing the ball. So how do we get that feeling? Well, first thing, we just can't hit with your right hand. You're going to feel that right hand staying more passive. Let's flip it over here to so now to do this, I got you to feel this right wrist stay in natural extension, meaning it's staying bent. And this stayed bent here, so you couldn't move that. I said, we can't move these two things, so we got to move everything else. We push from the feet and your chest and the arms, you'll see everything move. See all that more movement from below? Here, you're just moving from the wrist, scooping, and here you're moving the other way. So that got us to that sense of now we have the flexion and the extension instead of the scooping. So that you have to kind of keep working on your chipping. You're going to let the club just drop to the ground naturally. As long as we keep that extension here, that's just going to contact the ball first in the ground, and everything kind of comes through. And the good news in this shot, this is just a mini version of what? Hitting the bag and releasing energy. Hit the bag, let it go. Hit the bag, let it go. So it's all the kind of the same thing, just a smaller scale.